Hey there, fellow duplicants. We're back with more Oxygen Not Included. I was able to find enough time to work together another 10 cycles on the pit here as part of our shared seed. I admit, I do have a little bit of spoiler knowledge about what these are because of the nature of our event. Oh, you can almost see it there. This is actually a hydrogen geyser, and this is a leaky oil fissure. That knowledge isn't really going to change what I was planning on doing anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Both of those things are things that I will dig out and want to use, and I'll try to do it in the way that I was kind of planning on anyways, which is to move towards that right now. This episode's going to be a little bit of cleanup. The debris is starting to get out of hand. Hatches are starting to get out of hand, in my opinion. Any hatches are out of hand. So I'm trying to do kind of like one new thing every episode. So this episode, it'll probably be to dig out this and prep our little hatch ranch over here. I don't know why, but I always feel like it should be kind of outside the base. That's kind of why I'm going over that way. Plus, there's a lot of minerals and stuff that we can dig out there that'll help out with future. Surprisingly enough, I haven't managed to mine any iron yet, and there's iron over there. So we'll get started. Just go ahead, run full speed. There's a few things that I want to do. Actually, let me just double check to make sure. Yeah, everything's a little lower priority. They're only really working on 6 stuff right now. There's a couple things in here that are 7. What I actually want to do here is, because I want this wall to kind of carry all the way across here, I'm going to do this kind of trick where you can kind of force the chlorine down. So that'll be kind of what I do first here. We'll just go ahead and start with building some scaffolding. This is so that I can dig this stuff out appropriately. We'll go ahead and prioritize this as 7. Sorry, I didn't explain the reason why I want to do that. Number one, I want the flat surface so that they're not wasting time with ladders, and that'll also make this area nice and square to build in. But you'll notice that these little pieces are bleach stone here. I can't just like make my floor across here because bleach stone kicks off chlorine gas, and I mean, a little bit of chlorine gas in the base is going to make a bit of difference, but I really don't want to like introduce any when I don't need to. So I'm going to basically build walls down to kind of force these little bits of it down. You'll see what I mean here in a second, but we'll continue to mine this out, and we'll just do this all at priority 7, and then we'll probably just do some stuff around the base, let them kind of get caught up with some of their priority 6 things that they've been kind of working on. I should really just set this to 7 when I do this. It'll go a little faster that way. This scaffolding I'll remove as I go. Go ahead and make this priority 7 just so I can make that kind of a thing automatically. We'll make some more scaffolding to get up there. We're going to have to dig that out as a result of it. I believe that should be... I don't know when it takes... Okay, so I've just made building things 7, not digging things, but that's fine. What is happening right now? Why are you people not coming to do this? Do you have different priority 7 stuff? Oh, I bet you that I gave them a priority 7 sweep. Sweep iron, yeah, priority 7. That's fine. You guys can finish that up. I'll just keep kind of doing this as I go here. We'll also do this. That'll be safer to do from the bottom because of... and that should be within reach. Although I will want a little piece of scaffolding here to get this corner piece. When I build it from the inside like this, I'm basically forcing the gas to not go anywhere. If I were to dig up top here first, then that would cause some problems in terms of releasing some chlorine gas in the process. You see, they have to dig it out before they build it. So this is just kind of a little trick to kind of get around that. And the only reason why any of this needs to be flat is because I want to be anal retentive about it. There's no real good reason for it. But we'll just make sure that we can get this flat all the way to here with a floor, and then we'll worry about digging out the stuff that we built up there later on. There's no reason to... I'm pretty much going to go over there right away anyway. With knowing that this is a hydrogen thing, what we might do is end up creating a little pocket of hydrogen gas, and I use a little automation to kind of... I let the I'll let the gas properties work for me, where hydrogen is the lightest gas, so it'll just float up to the top. And then I'll use some automation to go, hey, whenever there's hydrogen here, pump some of it into this generator. And like I said, we'll be kind of power rich in this game. I guess I don't know if I said that out loud. I was thinking it. If I didn't say it out loud, yeah, we're going to be kind of power rich in comparison to what I'm used to. So we might explore some different things. I've been wanting to try out the automation piece in general. So this might be actually a really fantastic excuse for that. I've been giving this water some thought. I think over time I'm going to actually pull this wall in. If I stick a pump over here with some automation to shut off automatically when the water level gets too low, then I can kind of set it up and not worry about it. And then as time goes on, I can just kind of move this wall over. It's really just because I don't need to be dedicating this much water to these pieces. That's these like slime containers will not get terribly full, especially once I start using mushrooms and stuff like that. What is happening? Oh, that's probably not reachable. What if we do... I didn't think about that. Our ration box here might be in the way. Let's do that. That should actually make the rest of that able to climb up on the rest of that. Yeah, there we go. Now good things are happening. I've wasted some of my precious cycles. No, I'll take a drink of my tasty beverage while I wait for these guys to do some work. I wonder how dense it is in here, too. It's actually not as dense as I thought. You can put... I just read about this today. If you put slime underwater like this, then the polluted oxygen definitely won't come out. But if you can put it also in a dense amount of gas. Like if this gets up to something like, I think it's like 1.7 kilograms or something like that, then it will also automatically not be a problem. That's unreachable. What if we do that? All this scaffolding work. All these ladders to be thrown away. That better be reachable now. Why wouldn't that be reachable? Are you kidding me? Maybe it's unreachable because it needs to be dug first? That doesn't make any sense. Is this wall in the way? I don't think so, but who knows? Maybe the too high rule is a problem. Yeah, they don't seem to be able to traverse that. I thought they could go up one like that, but maybe not. Maybe it all has to be the same. Yep, now it's reachable. So you can see the bleach stone giving off chlorine gas there. Ho hum, ho hum. Man, you guys are not working hard enough. I've wasted 2 cycles on this already. This might be a bit of a waste in general, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm a little anal retentive when it comes to that. Also, I'm still used to my other game where I am like got like 20 duplicants, so like work like this gets done a lot faster. It's a lot easier to ignore. I will go up in duplicants, but I'm gonna mostly wait until I have the electrolyzer set up, which is kind of one of the first things that I'll do after I probably start on it next cycle. I need to basically get over into this ice biome so I have a way to cool the oxygen before I do it. What's happening here? You guys gonna come do this work or what? They're still delivering oxygen and stuff like that. I guess that's important. But if we build some automation, we might be able to do some fun things with this chlorine room where they don't have to walk through here and get that soggy feet debuff or sopping wet debuff. So that'd be pretty neat. Yeah. All right, now we're starting to cook with fire. Is that reachable? No, of course not. What if we build another thing over here? This is such a dumb anal retentive thing that I'm doing right now. But I like clean, straight lines, man. I can't help it. We're getting there now, though. Got to go down one more. So basically, all this is doing is forcing that chlorine gas down. And then now we'll have our nice straight line across. Is that stuff priority 7? No. Uh-oh. Are you stuck? Maybe we should do this. Fall. Yeah. You're suffocating. Good job, buddy. Oh, boy. Let's do this. Well, that stuff's kind of worthless. Might as well clean up right now. Why not? We're almost done anyway. Now go over there and do that thing. Are you guys done with all the other 6s that you're coming in here? Or no, maybe they're cleaning stuff up. What do I have that at? 5. That's at 6. They haven't come over here and touched that in forever. We got our food at 6. All the stuff down here is just 5. Phone's buzzing at me. I'm making sure it's nothing important. Making sure the dog doesn't interrupt me again. Okay, great. Looks like we're done with that. So let's just go ahead and take care of all this right away. I'm guessing they should be able to reach all of that. If they can't reach it, we'll just leave it and clean it up later. Which probably drives some of my OCD friends really up the wall, but that's okay. I don't mind. They can deal. Okay, let's do a quick... Ooh, we're going to need some more algae. There's no algae up here, so let's go ahead and start making some of that a thing. We are going to build more farm tiles down here so we can kind of do this at the same time. That's going to be floor. Let me think about this, because I believe if math serves, this is going to turn into, instead of 4 rows of mealwood, it'll turn into 3 rows of bristleberry. Now you need the plant tile's the same height, but you need lighting for it. So if I drop this down 1, that'll allow me to have light above it. And then if I go another light, plant, tile. Light, plant, tile. Light, plant, tile. Yeah, so that's the right height. But I also want some mushrooms. So what I'm going to do there is actually basically leave that same space that I've had before. We'll just do it this way, and we'll dig in there. I'm going to do 2 rows of mushrooms. And then we'll also clean all this out. This will be like a twofer for the, oops, didn't want that one yet. This will be a twofer for the algae that's in there. And then we're also going to need to dig that out. And so, yeah, we'll just do this right away. Oh, I can turn off that 7. That's going to mess me up. I want this to be... Keyboard shortcuts are tough. Make sure that that's 7 as well. That should get us all the algae that's right in there. There's definitely some more algae around the base and stuff too that I can get, but that was going to be something that I wanted to do as I dig up some more of these fungal spores anyways. We can actually probably get those going right away. We'll extend this stuff down. That can be priority 7 too. And then after that, that should buy us some more algae for a while. Coal, we're fine. Water, we're fine. Those are kind of like the big things to worry about at this point in time. After that, we ought to be able to start getting into building our hatch ranch. We're already halfway into cycle 44, so that might be about all we get done this time. Well, I have opened that up. That's actually kind of a problem. I don't want to do that. because I don't want the CO2 dumping out of there. It's already dumping out. Don't do that. Close that off. Which probably means that we also want to do this. Prioritize these as 7 as well. G7. Oop. Priority 7. Here we go. This we might as well plant our fungal spore right away. 6. I wasn't really planning on getting to the spore stuff yet, but we'll take it anyways. We should prioritize this to make sure that they have a way to get out of there, and that we can close this off at the bottom. Actually, I don't want that. And prioritize that. That was an extra ladder that we didn't really intend. Go ahead and copy the settings across here and across here. This we might as well copy settings to here for now. And then we need a tile down at the bottom of this before we lose all of our nice built-up CO2 in there. I mean, it'll all filter out. I'm not really actually worried about it, but ideally, we would not run into that. And we might as well go ahead and build a fire pole. We've got plenty of gold, so we'll just do this bottom section in gold. We might adjust that later on. I think I want, like I said, I want to try and do some automation. So I think we're going to actually, when we rebuild at least these top ones, we might change it to be like 4 space 3 space 4, if I did math on that right, or 3 4 3. That would be 10 total. But then I would need 2 spaces, so maybe it's 3 3 3, because then that'll give us kind of 2 columns where we can put the automation to grab stuff. It's kind of the thought behind that, at least. I actually want to prioritize this stuff because we are losing precious built-up CO2 in there. We made that a little bit higher priority than we would otherwise. Evidently, should start thinking about power pretty soon, because that was more important than keeping my O2 or CO2 concealed. Yeah, that'll do it. Fantastic. Okay, then the rest of this we'll dig out a little later. It's fine. How are we doing on copper? We could use some more copper too, so... Oh, we still have this nice area that we can strip mine. Let's see if they're at a point where they'll just do the 6s. I think these are 6s, right? Yeah. They have not been at the point where they'll do 6s. Can go ahead and copy these settings over. Just keep clicking until I get what I want. Let's just go ahead and do this. And then we'll build this next. Actually, let's let them dig that out, and then we'll build that. And then we'll wrangle us some rancher hatches. Do we have... We do have a rancher. Fantastic. Ooh, that's something else. I'm going to need the mecha engineer? Mechatronics engineer. I should start building somebody towards that. Who can do this job? TechBit. Oh, right, because he's a scientist. Why aren't you doing this? What the... You need to get on that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not even... Either way, you should be doing that. That's kind of ridiculous. We need a general engineer, and we need a gopher. Who is a gopher? Ren. Get up there, Ren. That seems more useful than you doing plumber. I don't know if that's necessarily the next thing that I'll worry about, but whatever. It's good enough for now. Yep, dig my minions. That little bit of algae that we dug out there basically doubled what we had, so that's pretty nice. I mean, there's not a ton of algae in there. We could continue this dig over here. We'll get some algae by default. Is there any germs in there? No, that's excellent. Let's think about this a minute. This is largely going to be a swamp biome up here. So we might actually kind of make this our basin for polluted water for now. I do need to bust out this. Is there germs in there? No. I do need to bust this out and make it a little bigger. I don't know if we'll start on that this week, this cycle, or this video or not. I don't know. Okay, so they got done with that. Let's get done with this. I don't actually need that right now. I'll just go ahead and cancel that. And then might as well build some airflow tile. Oh, we have a lot more copper now. And then we'll also want to at least dig some of that out so that we can get some airflow. Actually, let's just go ahead and priority 7 dig the rest of that. Man, I need to clean up my base. There's so much junk on the floor. Look at all this debris causing all that negative decor. It'd be so much happier. After we get the hatches in there, we'll do that next. Need to stop sleeping. Sorry if it was loud in your earballs. I had to adjust the mic. We're doing great on oxygen. We built up our CO2 again, so that's nice and perfect. That should force those couple bubbles out. Yeah, I would love to really get into some of the shipping, though, because I've never really done that before. That would be a lot of fun. Especially if we can do things like right now they're just delivering stuff to water and things like that. Like, wouldn't it be great if we could just be like, nope, your microbe musher is already full of edible ingredients to make the foods with. Like, I love this. Puffed out, go away. Puffed out, go away. Puffed out, go away. That's nice. Yes, my minions work. Go ahead and set this to, once that gets built, we'll set it to 6. It's our grooming station. That's how we kind of tame them. We've got a feeder here that once it gets built, we'll set to 6. And we'll dump in a couple of, we'll pick a few things on there and prioritize that like 6 like our other storage. This storage container is actually to use for hatch eggs. It'll largely just sit there and not be used, but we'll prioritize it high, and when there is a hatch egg, we will drop it in there. So we'll go ahead and take, what food do we want to feed them? Of course, sandstone, because we have a lot of it. 166 tons of it to be exact. So we'll feed hatches with that. We'll feed a hatch with this. Do I have any others? Oh, it looks like they put everything in there right away. I don't think I have anything other than regular hatches so far. I'll go ahead and copy the settings to that. We are going to accept hatches and hatchlings. Yeah, I don't. This is where it'll show you what you've already discovered. That can be a 7. Then we need to find them. So we've got a hatch here. We want to wrangle at priority 7. Actually, there's a wrangle order. I've had better luck. I think there's a small bug in the UI where selecting these things don't work the way that you would want them to. Any other hatches? We got that one. Any hatches up there? Hatches over here. Hatches anywhere. I really just do this so that I can control what they eat. And turning sandstone into coal is a pretty potent thing. Okay, let's watch these guys get wrangled. So, there's my first wrangling. And he's gonna get wrangled. He's missing, but it worked anyway. And then looks like they'll be delivered. I ought to do this for just efficiency's sake. Wrangle the rest of these guys. Yep, we're gonna start carrying them away. Oh no, he got too stressed. He was too stressed picking up that hatch. He must have been worried about the psychological implications of being rude to animals. I'm sure that is taken into account in this game, right? Everything else seems to be. I don't see why they wouldn't pay attention to that, too. It would be pretty neat, too, if with how power-rich we appear to be, it would be pretty neat to just set up like a little refrigerator room and automate pulling food into that. This is how I've always done kind of food because it's power-free to keep things nice, but it's not free because you're getting this debuff every time you go through there, which has a, you know, implication on stress. You need to have things like the massage tables to kind of make up for it, so poor Artie here can be okay. Come on, dude. Somebody's got to come wrangle this guy. Are there any hatches in here? Have they done the hatches? Somebody come wrangle this guy. What if we make it an 8? Make this an 8. The only guy that can do it is Harold here, who is taking care of it right now. Go ahead and make that an 8 too. I totally don't see any hatches over there though. Maybe they burrowed into the ground. Can you see them when they're in the ground like that? I don't even know. Oh yeah, look at that. You can totally see them. I didn't realize that. We'll go ahead and do a level 7 sweep in here. I don't want them to eat other stuff. I don't see any eggs yet either. So we'll worry about that a little later. Let's go ahead and do priority 7 on the rest of these airflow tiles. They've been sitting around for too long, not getting done. Oop. And then, judging by the fact that we're on cycle 47 already, I've never had to pay this much attention to the cycles before. Oh, we got a good amount of copper now. And a good amount of iron. That's fantastic. Do I have to make space for iron in here? No, I think it's already in there. Industrial ingredient. Alright. Miscellaneous. Abyssalite. Seems fairly useless at this point. We definitely don't want any organic. Yeah, the rest of that stuff can be in there. We can throw that in there. That's got to be coal and bleachstone. Definitely don't want either of those. Critter eggs. Definitely don't want any of those. So then, over here, do we have bleachstone? Yeah, we do. And up here should be coal. Yep. Again, all of these things are deliveries that could be automated. So I'm tempted. I'm very tempted to tackle that sooner rather than later. Seriously, that is a priority 7. Oh, they're still... I told them to build the airflow tiles. Some of them will have priorities of their own. Which is okay, I don't really mind. But like I could just deliver the fertilization to these things. And why aren't I should prioritize these for at least long enough to go through our... Where are our fungal spores? Huh. Awaiting delivery. There we go. Anyway. I just want to start building this up because it's so useful. There's so much. It's like a really easy way to get rid of slime, and it's better food than the mealwood. And kind of switch over to this as things get better. We'll prioritize the people that have harder jobs, and then we'll convert this over to bristle blossom. It'll be nice. Does this stuff have... Oh, yeah, that totally has not nice stuff in it. We could release that down into here. I don't know. I was hoping to get closer over to here. I want to unleash that hydrogen. Pretty soon we'll be doing the power plant, I think. We determined there are no germs in there. Pretty soon we'll be doing the power plant. Actually, I think... Honestly... I think the right answer is to actually get this up and running first. We can set up temporary power for it here. Sorry, I'm motioning over here. What I mean is to pump water from here over into a largely, but not quite completely self-powered oxygen module over here. And with this, we will kind of radiate the pipes through here to cool off the air before sending it back to the base. That'll get us off of algae. Which we are in need of. Where can we pull some algae from? Boy, I have gone through algae faster than I thought. I probably don't need this. Disabled building. I don't think I really need that at this point, and that sucks up a lot of algae, so we'll slow that down. And then what else can we do for algae around here? There is not a ton of algae on this map. Oh, there's a nice pocket up there. Let's do that. That's all free of germs. That'll also give us a little insight into what's up here. Oh, there's another pocket over here. Actually, do we just take this ladder straight? Or do we just make a ladder and go straight up? That seems... Nah, we'll go up this way. It's fine. Because we're going to have to deal with this water at some point anyway. And then we'll just go straight across. We'll get some algae in that process too, because there's some right there. Actually, I want to make this a little more intuitive for getting all the algae without having to build scaffolding. There we go. We'll prioritize all this as a 7. Because algae is important. I guess we'll just go back to... Oh boy. Come on, dudes. Need this algae to last a little longer. How much does this actually use? Algae, 550 grams per second. Alrighty then. I could do something with that water, which would then make all of this algae easily farmable, but this will also give us a little bit of insight into what's off in that direction, and that's important too. And I think, honestly, some of the problem right now that we're running into with some of these things running out faster is we're probably wasting too much time going to get things. Normally by this point in time, I've swept everything up because it's annoyed me. However, like, I also feel a slight obligation to make these videos a little bit more interesting from that. Like, let's make sure we're doing something productive every video kind of thing. Just because of the nature of some of what we're doing with this event. I might have to actually slow it down on the next time and see if we can just get that stuff under control, because it's starting to really bother me. I think, do we have algae set up to go down in here? We do. Is there anything else in there? We could probably put... that's fine. Still very germ-free. Again, that slime lung is totally fine. Staying right at about 6 million. Totally fine. Also expected. Actually, we can just do 4 high right away, because there's nothing that's going to get in the way of that. That will free up a lot of algae for us. Some more hydrogen we could leverage. That did not really reveal anything of super interest. It looks like another slime biome over there. Or, what do they call it? Poison biome? I don't know. Gross biome? We only have 1 hatch in there. That doesn't seem right. Oh, now it's up to 4. They must all be, like, digging. Ooh, hatchling. Just turned into a hatch. We just witnessed some growth. That's exciting. Does this count as a stable? It does. How big can stables be? 96 tiles. Right now it's 64. Which means I'm 32 away. 32 divided by 4 is, that means I can be another 8 tiles over? No, 32. Yeah, 4. Yeah, 8 tiles over. That's interesting to know. What would that be? That would take me to here? Well, that'll be good if we need coal. We'll go ahead and cancel that. We don't need it right now. We are on cycle 49. How are we doing on algae now? Okay, far better than we were before. Might as well just finish this up. Oh, we're going to let out a little bit of chlorine. I don't care. It's going to float to the bottom. That's not going to be a problem. that little tiny bit, and not worth worrying about. We'll just finish that up. They're finishing cleaning stuff up. And then we will take care of this. Probably take care of this, except for the polluted water. We don't have anywhere to go with it. Well, I kind of assumed when I said priority 7, you'd finish this stuff first, you putzes. Whatever. We're also probably going to need more storage now as a result of this little endeavor. That's fine. More storage never hurt anybody. All of this is temporary until we can set up our automated storage facility. Wouldn't that be pretty dope? I'm actually really excited to try that. I think that would totally fit my OCD remarkably well. I should probably have a ladder there, because you can see that they're coming around and turning around that way, but it's fine. I don't care that much. I mean, this is kind of a temporary solution anyway. Thimbleweed, how are we doing on pinch of pepper? 7. So we could theoretically do our bathroom pretty soon. Where's our bathroom? Do bathroom pretty soon. If I let this get a little lower, what I might end up doing is dropping this floor down so that it can be of appropriate height. In fact, let's just go ahead and do this, because I don't think there's any reason to plan all of that right now. If this water continues to drop, we might drop it down, just because that enables us, that'll enable us a little bit more freedom with what to do right here. And if we were to put like another bathroom there, I like to build my bathroom next to my existing bathroom, so that there's never a point in time where they can't pee, and then kind of destroy it. And I have kind of a general bathroom plan that I like doing. Now that we have that largely cleaned up, we probably ought to do this. Get that decor up. See, much better decor. Still not terribly good, but it's okay. It's better than it probably needs to be right now. Some people will be getting stressful at that. We're on cycle 50. We'll play through this cycle, and then we'll call it over for the video. Sorry this one hasn't been a little bit more exciting. Just had a bit of housekeeping stuff to do. Don't need to sweep the water. You can pick that up later. Don't need to sweep the polluted water. Cancel sweeping. Cancel sweeping. No, there's more than one bottle of polluted water in that space. Cancel sweeping. Also more than one bottle of polluted water. They must just be stacking it up in there. That's fine, though, because, I mean, that's, like I said, free oxygen. I've talked about that before. Don't really care if we can't clean that up. This stuff might be helpful to clean up. Oh, I did that at the wrong priority. Oh, we should do this, because that's another place where they always spend time. Might as well raise the decor of it. Nobody likes being near an outhouse. Don't really care if we clean this stuff up right now, just because it's outside of where the hatches are. And what I really care about right now for decor is just to clean up the stuff that's closest to where they spend a reasonable amount of time. And then, yeah, I think next episode we'll start going across this way. We'll do this, and this, and this. I can actually dig this whole way across. I'm going to get us some nice coal, some iron ore out of it. I'm going to start releasing the hydrogen. Kind of at a loss for how I want to. I need to think about it some. Actually, no, I don't want to release the hydrogen. I'm going to leave that there for the time being because I want to get down into this ice biome, which we might as well start planning right now. If I go there, I Can dig. I'm going to need to come in here and do the same thing with the wall. I want to bring this over one spot. And then I think I'll just bring it over 2 spots right away. Okay. The end of this episode, and we are still dealing with the chlorine. Oh, we mastered a job. Let's see here. Nails mastered, miners. Where are you, Nails? It's up here. We'll put you on something else. What can you do instead? I don't think we want to go up to tier 5. I'm okay with up to tier 4 right now, but anything other than that seems a little crazy. Groundskeeper will give you athletics, so will Gopher. Gopher is also the route to get to Exosuit Engineer, which becomes more important later games, so I like planning for it ahead of time. Yep. Priority 7 on all that stuff. How are we doing on food? We're alright on food. There's definitely some stuff that could be cleaned up, but look at this. Oh, that's phosphorite. I thought they were pooping coal already. Let's see how our hatches are doing before we hit here. Hey, they're happy. Happy, hungry. Happy, 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 joy, joy, happy and hungry. If you're hungry, uh-oh. We should clean up some sandstone. That's what I'm feeding them, right? Yeah. Sandstone. Stone hatchling egg? What? Crazy. Which means that we can do this. Critter egg. Hatchling. Stone hatchling. Get a stone hatchling in there. Why not? Where's their sandstone? Is sand different than sandstone? I guess I don't know. Raw mineral. Will you show me where it is? Oh, it's those little dimpy piles. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. We'll play just tiny bit into Cycle 51 to see them pick this up. Actually, make sure that they're delivering it there. Let's actually go like way high priority on it. Just so I can see it, make sure that's happening. I want to make sure that they're fed. Where are you guys going? Where are you going? Delivery to where? What are you carrying? Sandstone. Why would you deliver that all the way over there? Oh, because they're building with it. I have screwed myself. Okay, we'll deal with it in the next episode. Let's just go ahead and cancel that. That's too funny. It's too funny. Let's actually, we'll do this to kind of higher prioritize these things. Make sure that those hatchlings are happy. Hatches are happy. I like the free coal. Anyway, that should be about it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, we'll see you next episode with the final 10 for this week, which by the time I get it out will be almost time for next week's 30 cycles. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Take it easy.